Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I'm just going to do my usual thing of blaring for a few minutes while the internet tells me how many people, if anybody, is there. Hello, hello. So, again, I'm just going to, blather on for a little minute because according to the... Oh, there's two people apparently there. Hello, lovely two people. But I will give people a minute to... I don't want to, be halfway through the game before people remember to come and join.
Yeah,
And I am...
people gotta settle and get comfy.
Yeah, exactly. And I am going to quickly tweet what I'm doing. So let's tweet to say, and we're live. Paige is out to dinner, but she'll be home soon, she said. So she's hoping she won't miss much. Here we go. Roll of reads is now live. Come say hi. Watch the madness. Chaos. And help me pick some books. I'm sure you're all very excited to hear what thing I'm tweeting, as though you aren't in Twitter. Okay. All right. We do have some people here. Paige is, as we said, hopefully be home soon. Hello, Tracy. Welcome, welcome. Whole Lola Books. Hello, Lola. Hope there's a chance to book for you. I hope so too. We shall have to see. Hi, Zoe. I hope the game is kind for your last round. Me too. Hi, Amy. Welcome,
I was
welcome.
gonna say, are you actually hopeful that there's a chance for Lola specifically to pick a book for you? Because I feel like it'll be smart.
Yeah, yeah. Just be kind, Lola. Like, I'm okay with some smart, but maybe, like, I do agree with Ellie because Ellie keeps saying, like, don't try and get her to read Katie Roberts. I actually think I might be okay with Katie Roberts, but I don't know about the Blue Aliens. I kind of want to read the Blue Aliens, but I'm kind of terrified of the Blue Aliens at the same time. I'm just going to also... Sorry.
I just read the Dragon's Bride, and it's so surprisingly loving.
Okay.
Like it's smutty, but it's also like very like high focus on consent and just like very affectionate and sweet. It's like weirdly sweet. It's so sweet. It's like I had heard it was sweet, but it was even sweeter than I was expecting.
You're like, what?
I'm like, oh, this is very romantic.
Dragon Bride, very romantic.
Yeah, this double dicked dragon is like a very swoony boyfriend.
I mean, I sort of feel like, you'd have to be, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I suppose you wouldn't have to be. Like, you could just be a total
Yeah.
douche. Because you'd be like, hey, I don't care. I can be mean to you because I can go anywhere because people want this stuff. See, this is why I don't read / write smart, because what the hell was that? Amy will be nice. But Lola, maybe not haunting Adeline then. Oh, dear God. What is haunting Adeline? Do I want to know? I think you'd like the Dragon's Bride too, Mel. Okay. Check the kinks first and make sure they go your way. I agree with everything Erin is saying. Good to know. Okay. All right. I can't hear what's happening, but support Dragon's Bride as a choice.
Of course.
It's Katie Roberts. What else would you do? I did read Radiance by Grace Draven, which is about a human woman and I don't remember, like, it's a like made up fantasy race. I don't remember the name that they call themselves, but they are humanoid but not.
Yeah. I feel like I know I've seen that cover. He looks kind of like a drow, maybe?
Yeah, actually, probably a little bit drow-like. Yeah. And that's gets quite smutty. And they don't go into a huge amount of like, I mean, they're close enough in anatomy that it's not a huge like, oh dear God, what the hell? But they don't go into huge amount of sort of, you know, this weird thing happened because of their separate anatomy kind of thing. But I enjoyed that. Like it was a good Kai. Amy just told us the Kai. Love Radiance. It was a good story. It was a good romance, and I enjoyed that one. So, you know, like I'm getting there, but I just don't know if I'm quite up for, like, I don't know what Haunting Adeline is, but I don't know. It sounds like if she's talking about it because she's thinking smut. But it, like, is it ghost smut? Because I don't know if I'm down for that. That might be taking it a little bit too far.
I feel like I'd be down for ghost smut, honestly.
Down for ghost smut?
I found that I'm like more willing to embrace the like weird, like monstery fantasy stuff than just like a regular guy who is like apparently like just gives the best sex in the world.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. I mean, that does make sense. Yeah. The second one is good too. More fantasy than Radiance. Yeah, Radiance didn't have a huge amount of fantasy, but I kind of knew that going in. I was kind of not expecting a huge amount of fantasy, so it worked. But I think I would have been disappointed if I'd gone in expecting it to be big on the fantasy. But because I'd heard a lot about the romance side of it, I was like, okay, that's okay. I can live with this. Dark romance, probably a step too far for you at the moment. Yeah, see, people keep talking about bully romance, and I'm like, no. Can't do that. On the other hand, people talk about how they can't do cheating romances. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really care about that. But no, I don't want to do bully. Just that's going too far. And
I just opened the Goodreads page for Haunting Adeline, and it does have a note that this book was previously banned on Amazon due to the trigger warning.
Oh, okay.
So
interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's probably not for me then.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I don't agree with Amazon in most things, but I feel like if Amazon have gone to the extent of banning it, then I'm probably not going to be.
Yeah.
I'm not really into bully romance. I mean, in fairness, I haven't read any, so maybe I would like it maybe I would like it. Like, I don't know, but I just feel like that's something I would be done with.
And the same, I don't feel any like particular motivation to pick it up.
It just kind of, it makes me feel a bit,
yeah.
For those people who have just tuned in, because we do have now 8 people here, yay! We are still doing Roll of Reads. We were just having a little chat about potential books that people might suggest for me. If depending on the prompts that I get, and having a conversation about whether or not I would potentially read a dark romance / bully romance. The answer to bully romance is no. Dark romance, maybe. Apparently the book that Lola has kind of, I think mostly as a joke, suggested is a stalker romance, so I think I'm probably not down with that. Hi Kim, so glad you could join us. Thank you so much for coming. So Erin is very kindly here to help me keep track of myself, basically because Rowan's helpfully pointing out where I am because I'm keep track of myself. Thanks, Rowan. By the way, are you ready for potentially there being a prompt that is Rowan picks? Okay, because we do have a prompt that is Rowan picks, so potentially I'll have to go and interrupt his game so that he can pick a book for me. And I have a feeling I know what book he's going to pick, and you'll all be very impressed, I think, given the conversation we were just having. But yes, anyway, so for anyone that doesn't know, Roll of Reads is my TBR game that I started playing 2 years ago, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. But I decided that I wanted to shake things up a bit, and I've actually invented an entirely new TBR game, which is going to be premiering next month in November, which will be the anniversary of Roll of Reeds. So I wanted to say adios to Roll of Reeds. It's not necessarily like the last time ever that I'll play Roll of Reeds. I haven't figured out what to do in March for my birthday this year. As you guys probably know, I did do the Roll of Reeds readathon, so I haven't figured out whether I'm going to do the Roll of Reeds readathon as with what I am currently playing and about to play, or whether to use the new one. We'll just see what everyone thinks. But yeah, it's not necessarily the last time I'll play Roll of Reeds. I might get it out again some other time if I want to. I do have an actual like board. So it's definitely still usable. But the new game will be coming out in November. So I wanted to give Roll of Reeds a big send-off and play live. I saw Crystal play her ping pong live a while ago, and I thought, oh my god, the chaos, that was so much fun. So I decided to do the same thing for you all. It was so much fun. Lola has just said, could we please do more live TBR games? This is so much fun. I haven't even started the actual game yet. I'm so glad you're having fun with us just talking about random crap. I have hidden the book that are you thinking of the book that I've hidden it?
No, I'm looking.
Oh, you're looking. He's genuinely looking. I thought you were going to just grab the one that we...
No, that's not a Rowan pick. That's a punishment.
Oh. Yeah, it might not come up, but thank you. So for anyone also who hasn't been around much, I think everyone has been around before, but for anyone that hasn't been around much, the person in the background talking is my partner, Rowan, and there is... Oh, he's coming over to say hello. Hello! That is Erin.
Hi.
And there is a prompt that is Rowan picks. So he's being very diligent and looking at the bookshelves to think of a book that he might pick, even though we might not even get the prompt. Very kind. Hi, Rowan. Everyone's saying hi, Rowan.
Hi, everyone.
All this anticipation. Oh, I hope that you all like the actual game. So yes, this is, like I said, the TBR game I play every month to pick my reads for the next month. I'm gonna explain it all very quickly because I know most people here have seen it multiple times, but just on the off chance that played it, indeed. Just on the off chance that everyone here, or that anyone here hasn't seen it before, and also anyone that is watching back who might not have seen it before. It's very, very loosely based on D&D. So I started with a D20, and I said to myself, okay, so a 1 is not great in D&D. You drop your sword, you fell on your face, something bad happened. But a 20 is fantastic. You roll a 20, everything's fantastic. You double your damage, etc. So I started with that, and I came up with this board here. And there's a 1 through 20 spaces on the board. And then I decided that the rules were that if I roll a 1, because that's a bad thing in D&D, I have to roll another roll on top. If I roll a 20, then it's it's a wild card, so basically I can do whatever I want. I can use the prompt that's on a 20, but I can also not. I can do whatever. I can go, I'm going to pick any book. So that was the kind of where we started. So I have a bunch of different prompts that are currently already on the board, and then I have the prompts here that I will shuffle and stick on the board when I end up there. So I roll my D20, and then whatever I land on, I take the prompt card, and then I use that prompt to decide what book I'm going to read. I also added the extra rule that if I roll the same number 3 times, then I have to add another roll as well. So Erin is very kindly going to keep track of what's going on for me.
Yes.
Because I would struggle to remember, particularly how many times I've rolled the 10, for example. So yeah, just to keep me honest. Yeah, that is why Erin is very kindly giving up her evening. So thank you
I
very
mean,
much.
I would be here regardless.
Well, yeah, but you
Work.
wouldn't be working necessarily.
I like taking notes and feeling needed. So like you've done me a great service, honestly.
Oh, that's nice to hear. Well, thank you so much. It's very kind of you. But yeah, so I wanted to do it live because, like I said, I saw Krista do it and it was so much fun. So I do have a bunch of books just over to the side here that I kind of potentially would like to read, potentially will fit prompts, etc. But of course, if you guys can think of some other books that you think I should read for particular prompts, then you can suggest them. If I don't own them, I can always get them at the library, etc. So feel free to yell in the comments. So I'm going to quickly tell you about the books that I have to read for the month, and hopefully they'll be able to fit on the game when we get there. But the first book I have to read is Bitter Blue, because this is the third book in the Graceling series, which I am running a read-along of with beautifully bookish Bethany and Wild Book Garden. So that's Cara and Bethany. So this is the next book that we have to read for that. So I have to read this at some point throughout the month. Hopefully I can get it on the TBR. And then I have to read The Killing Code by Illimani. So this is the last to read book club pick. This is a standalone by the author who wrote the Every series, which was the first series that we ever read as the part of the last to read book club. And this actually is a new release. So last to read book club, we're actually picking a new release, weirdly going against our name. But yeah, this is her latest release that came out, I think, like 2 weeks ago or something. So this is the book for October. If you want to join for either of these, you should. It would be awesome. Someone's just Amy just said Bitter Blue. Yay, Bitter Blue. Yes, we love Bitter Blue. And then I'm also hoping if I can get it onto my TBR that I can also add Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke, I think. Is that
Yes. Susanna Clarke, yeah. I just looked over at Piranesi. I don't have I don't have the Chonka, but I do have the book.
I really want to read Piranesi as well. But
yeah, me too.
A while ago, Paige floated the idea of reading Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, and I was like, yeah, I could be up for that. And now I'm like, oh God, why did I say that? But she wants to read it in October, and I do want to read it, but it's huge. It's like 1,200 pages long or something like that. So I'm very nervous, but I would like to try and fit it on because I did say that I would like to read it. I mean, I do still think that. I'm not just saying that to make Paige happy. I do actually want to read it, but yeah. I'm hoping to fit it on the TBR. It depends on how big the TBR gets, though, as to whether I actually go through with it. Because, yes.
Chonk.
Exactly. And I have a feeling that it's quite, how far are we in? We are just paying. We're not very far in at all, Paige. I'm just talking about the books I'd like to read / have to read before I start the game. And then I would also, I'm also taking part in Camp Crystal Lake, which is the readathon being run by Barb from Barb's Bookland and hosted by a bunch of different people, including Paige and Crystal and different people like that. So I'm taking part in that, and I have signed up for Camp Sunnydale because Buffy. For anyone that doesn't know, it's my favorite show, so I had to join Camp Sunnydale. And the group book for that is Hocus Pocus and the sequel, which I don't think has its own name. So I'd like to get that on the TBR. And then also Chloe from Chloe Reads Books, her true crime / dark crime, what's the word I'm looking for, book club is reading Sweet Pea by CJ Scoos this month, which I would like to read as well because I've heard a lot of great things about it. So I'd really like to give that a read.
Yeah.
So
I assume from Leanne.
yes, and
yeah.
Victoria. Leanne and Victoria wax lyrical. I didn't actually really enjoy The Alibi Girl by them very much, but I'm hoping that I will enjoy Sweet Pea. So
Yeah,
I really
I
like
hear Sweet Pea is better than any of their other work.
Yeah, that's what I've heard as well. So fingers crossed. Yes, I don't know how I'm going to go with that, to be honest, but we'll see. We'll see. So those are all the books. So the only two that I have to read realistically are these two, but I'd like to get to the buddy read with Paige of Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, and I'd like to get to Sweet Pea. Did I say any others? I feel like I said another one and I can't remember. Oh, the Hocus Pocus.
Right. Yes.
So we will see how we go. All right. So the first thing we have to do for the game is to roll how many rolls I'm going to roll. So what I do is I roll a d8 and then I roll, and then that's how many rolls I'll have to do. I figured that what I would do what I would do is I would roll it 3 times and then you guys can pick which of the 3 I should take as my how many rolls I have to do. And then
Danger.
Sorry?
Danger.
Yeah, danger. Danger, Will, danger. And then whichever has the most votes will be how many I roll. So I'm rolling a d8. That will be how many d20s I then roll to get the prompts off the board. So it will end up being how many books I have to read, unless, of course, I get ones or the same number 3 times, in which case we have to add even more. Hi, Kat. Thanks for coming. Nice to have you. We're just about to start the game, so lucky you. You missed all the random stuff to begin with. All right. So I'm going to move you all the catching up on things and the nonsense, exactly. So I'm going to put you there, and you won't be able to see it, but you can see it roll. So first roll, I got 7. Second roll is 6. And third roll is 7 again. So I'm just going to roll it again so that you've got actually 3. Is 1. So you can choose.
People probably won't vote for 1 because otherwise we'll wrap up here quite quickly.
Well, exactly. Do I have to read 1 book? Do I have to read 6 books? Or do I have to read 7 books? I'm assuming yes. No one's going to vote for 1. I'm not going to even vote for 1 because this is going to be a very boring game if we do that. Hello, Kerry. That's okay. We're only just starting the game. So thank you so much for joining us. So Lola says 7. Tracy says 6. Amy says 6. Paige says 6. Zoe says 6. Kat says 6. Kim says 6. And Kerry says 6. What do you say, Erin?
I 6.
It's kind of one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just telling Ellie that it's right now. I think she thought it was on Sunday.
And ask her if you should read 6 or 7. If you should roll 6 or 7. Important questions.
Oh, hello, Vivian. Thank you so much for joining. It's so nice to have you. Yes, that's a 6 too. Yeah, it'd be kind of pointless at this point, wouldn't it, Erin, for you to say anything else?
It's like, hi, I think it should be a 1. I don't think it should be a 1, but like even if I voted 7, that's not gonna.
Should I roll 6, times 7 times or 1 time, which is obviously very boring.
I would love if we had all this preamble and then you rolled once and it was over and it was like,
Yeah.
okay, good night, everyone.
Oh, thanks for coming by. All right, so obviously we're not doing 1. That was just a silly thing. So it looks like 6 wins. So six rolls. We have our D20. I suppose I should just go. I feel weirdly nervous. No, Mel, it's fine. Just do it. Okay, I'm going to move you guys around so you can see the board. All right, roll number 1. It's a 20! It genuinely was. Look, I promise it was a 20.
Nice.
Yay! Okay.
Good start.
So 20. Ooh. Is mythology / folklore inspired. Okay. So, what do people think? I know, Amy. Yes. What do people think? Should I go with this one? Because I do like my mythology, as you guys know. Should I go with this one and go with mythology? Or should I make it a total wild card and pick something else? Or should I be sensible and put in one of the books that I just said I had to read? Pages with Page. Woohoo! Neon Gods. Oh, already we're starting with the smut. Already. I have some other, I have like my pile of maybe I'll read this just here. And
well,
there's a couple on there that are mythology. What do people think though? Should I Dragon's Bride put the chonker in? Yeah, see that's what I'm wondering too. Should I just
I was gonna say, is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell like doesn't that have some mythology influence? Like
I don't know. Paige? Please help us out here. So we've had a vote for Neon Gods. We've had a vote for Dragon's Bride. We've had a vote for Cemetery Boys. I've read Cemetery Boys. I don't know if I'm quite up for Dragon's Bride. Potentially I could be up for Neon Gods, and that is mythology. Kat says go with the mythology stuff as well. Kim says wild card. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Yeah, see that would make sense, wouldn't it? Choose one of the books you have to read. Go with the chonker. Go with it if you like the prompt. I do like the prompt. You know what? I think I'm going to have to probably be sensible and put in Mr. Norrell. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. Just because otherwise I'll get to the end of the TBR and I will not have put it in. Ellie said 6 as well.
Yeah, I think there's a fairy element.
So well, that's folklore,
like British folklore type stuff. I think. I mean, I haven't read it, but like I think there is that like element. So like it technically would also fulfill the prompt, but also like
that's
you did
true
roll a
because
20,
it is mythology and folklore inspired. So okay, all right. I think we're going with Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. Thank you very much for looking that up for me. Yeah, if I didn't put it in, I'd cry, or I'd just not read the book, which would probably make Paige cry. Yeah, the buddy read then. Okay, it does have fairies in it for sure. Haven't read it, but seen the series. I've seen the 2 series.
I remember when I watched some of the TV series. I remember.
You don't know. Ellie's here. Hi. Hello. Yay. Thanks for coming. We just got the prompt. mythology / folklore inspired, but it was on a 20, so we were all trying to decide what to do, whether it played as a wild card. But the buddy read with Paige of Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell has got fairies in it, which is folklore inspired. And so I'm going to go with that because that technically fits the prompt, but also it puts my buddy read of the ridiculous chonker in there. So
Yes.
oh, TV. Oh, I didn't know it was a TV series. Oh,
yeah.
cool. That's exciting. I like to read books and then watch the show. Cool. Okay, so I need to get my cards to replace the one I just picked. Do you guys want to see it before I put it on? Let's do that. That's the one. I'm trying not to look at it. Okay, going on a 20. All right, so that was first roll. Roll number 1 was a 20. Let's go with roll. Oh, sorry, got to move you around. I'm a very professional YouTuber. Yeah, show us. Oh, I did show you. Sorry, but I don't know if you missed it.
I won't say it because then it'll spoil it.
I did actually say it myself, but I'm just going to pretend I didn't. All right, roll number 2 is a 10.
Okay.
Just to prove it to you. There's a 10. All right. 10 is adapted into a TV show.
Could have used Jonathan Strange for that one.
We could have just had Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. That's funny. I don't think any of the books that I have sitting here have been adapted into a TV show.
Well, do you have something else you'd prefer to put in for the 20?
Well, I could do that, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Ellie. It's a new top that a colleague of mine gave me. She had a friend of hers gave her a bunch of clothes, and then this was one of them, and they wouldn't fit her, so she was like, "Mel might like them."
Very good.
Anyway,
colours on you.
Thank you. So many good choices. Do a swap. I could do a swap. That is very true. Yes, that's true. I can do that. I mean, that's also an option. They're currently filming the second series, so you know. Put another mythology one on. That's good. Yeah, I could do that. Ooh, okay. Hello. I don't have Iron Widow, although you know I can borrow it. But that's true. I could say that Mr. Norrell, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, is going to cover this one since it's apparently turning into a TV show, which is awesome. And then I could bear with. And then I could pick one of these two. So we have She Who Became the Sun or Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Have you read the myth one you bought with me? No, I haven't. Can't remember if it was Pandora or the other Jennifer Saint. It was the other Jennifer Saint, Electra. But I'm kind of saving that for something else. But that's a good option. Moon Goddess, says Tracy. That's the one I'm probably leaning more towards.
Well, my vote is She Who Became the Sun, but I haven't read Daughter of the Moon Goddess. I'm just leaning towards the one that I have read and enjoyed.
Okay, well that's fair. That's fair. Someone tells you like Daughter of the Moon Goddess, Daughter of the Moon. I think that's because Paige knows what I'm planning.
Mysterious.
I assume that's what she's laughing at. All right, so most people are going, oh no, Ellie didn't like Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Don't tell me that.
Oh no.
She Who Became the Sun. So we have 2 votes for She Who Became the Sun. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 votes for Daughter of the Moon Goddess.
I mean, Lola really should have voted for She Who Became the Sun because it's got a little bit of smut in it.
Are you going to weigh in and change it, Lola?
Just a little surprising bit of smut.
A surprising bit of smart. Oh, okay. So Ellie didn't like Daughter of the Moon Goddess, and Tracy didn't like She Who Became the Sun. Oh no. This one is smaller, which would work with my giant chunker I just agreed to read.
But they're pretty similar, so I think whichever one is like exciting you the most, that you're most likely to actually pick up and like have the momentum for, I think is important on a TBR with a chonker.
That's true. Lola is swapping her vote. If it had have been like 6 months ago when everyone was talking about this, it would have been this. But actually, this is the one that I'm the most keen on. So I think I'm going to go with that one. All right. So we have Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell and She Who Became the Sun.
Daughter of the Moon Goddess.
Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here.
Yes.
Oh dear. This is going well. Okay. First two roles have been decided. Let's get you into position for. Oh no, I've got to add. Sorry, I forgot. Is it upside down?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Shade has not decided to come and be helpful, but she just spotted me putting this up here. So,
like, oh, something for me to knock down.
Okay. Roll number 3 is a 6. All right. Number 6 is, my nephew picks. He's not here, and that's going to be kind of a pain. So I meant to take some of them out. So I'm just going to actually add the next one in and just say that's what it was. Genre wheel pick.
Ooh, that's fun.
Ooh, okay. So I'm just dropping stuff all over the place. Okay. Let me get my genre wheel up. All right. My genre wheel pick is here. So we have classics, thriller mystery, literary fiction, dark fiction, so like dark academia, gothic, that sort of thing, contemporary, fantasy, and historical fiction. All right. Shall I just spin once, do you reckon? Or, yep, there goes Shade. Taking the dice. Excuse me, where did you put my dice? It is not your dice. You may not have it. I'm going to put it over there. Should I just spin once or do the spinning 3 times? I just spin once.
Yeah.
I'll just decide. All right, here we go. Historical fiction. That actually works out really, really well because I really want to read one, but actually, is this historical fiction? Bear with. I think this one is historical fiction. All right, so potentially I have 2 historical fictions here. We've already got. The cat ate the dice. She didn't. She just knocked it into the couch. I'd be much more concerned if she ate the dice. Bridgerton or Kindred. I love Kindred. I have already read it, but I love it. It's awesome. Bridgerton, honestly, meh. Killing Code. Oh, that's a good point.
That's true. That is historical.
That is historical. Thank you, Ellie. Yes. The Killing Code is historical fiction. Let's do it. Let's add that one in. That makes life so much easier. All right. Killing Code. 3 books decided. Thank you, Ellie. I'm so glad you were remembered. All right. We have 3 rolls. Oh, got to add the next one. Gosh, I will remember this one day. It's going to... give me that one there. Okay. And roll number 4. Oh, it's 6 again. And we just saw what that was. buddy read, which means I can get Bitter Blue on there. Woohoo! All right.
The prompts are really working out for.
Prompts are working out.
Yeah.
Plus Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell so far.
Mhm.
That's pretty good. Okay. That was... All right. Sorry, guys. I'm not giving you much of a chance to tell me what to help me with my decisions.
Oh, maybe this next roll will also be a 6. 3 6s in a row.
It is going swimmingly. Woo! Yay! I'm very excited. Okay. We need another prompt up on number 6.
Nice.
All right. Let's roll. This is roll number 4, isn't it? No, this is roll number 5.
Number 5, yeah.
Be helpful if I roll a d20 and not a d8. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Oh, it was 17. All right. 17. A borrowed book. Okay. A borrowed book. So I have 2 options for that are just here. And they are so we've got Dragonhaven or Daughter of the Moon Goddess. So this is the first Daughter of, oh my god. Daughter of the Forest. Jeez. Oh dear. Okay. It's going well for you to have read books. Is there other books that wouldn't still make it? No, Sweet Pea, but that was a if I get to it.
Yeah.
When you we're here to help. I'm saying Iron Widow again.
Iron Widow is very good.
Yeah, I do want to read that at some point. Okay, so we have Daughter of the Forest, which is Juliet Marillier, which is the first book in, I don't know the name of the series, but it's the first book in a fantasy, kind of Celtic fantasy. And then the first book in the Rainwild Chronicles, which I haven't actually read, even though I say constantly that Robin Hobb is one of my favorite authors and that this series, the Elderling series, is one of my favorite series. I just didn't really absolutely love this when I tried to read it before, but I tried reading it immediately after the others, so I think potentially I might like it more if I haven't read the others for a while, if that makes any sense. So we have a vote for Dragonhaven, a vote for Dragonhaven. Which one is skinnier? I mean, they're both pretty, I think. Yeah, they're both chunks. Daughter of the Moon Goddess is...
Daughter of the Forest.
Daughter of the Forest is 552 pages. And Dragonhaven is 569. There's barely anything in it.
Yeah. I personally really love Daughter of the Forest. I need to do a reread of that sometime. So that's my vote.
Also, this one I borrowed a while ago, whereas this one I borrowed the other day. So if that has any bearing on what people reckon. But we do have lots of Hobbs. Amy wants me to read both of them. Kerry says Robin Hobb. Oh, I'm changing my vote. What was your original vote? Oh, Robin Hobb. Okay. Well, we do have 1 Dragonhaven, 2 Dragonhaven, 3 Dragonhaven, 4 Dragonhaven, 5 Dragonhaven versus 2 Daughter of the Forest. So I think the winner, which I am both very excited for and very apprehensive about. But I do love Robin Hobb, so I think I thought that I was going back into the same thing, like I was picking up where I left off in the Live Ship Traders books. Anyway, hopefully I do actually enjoy it. All right. It is Robin Hobb. Okay. Dragon for the win. Yes. Yes. And is this roll number 6?
Yep. So unless this is a 6 or a 1, this is the last roll.
Okay. All right. I'm kind of hoping for it to be a 6 or a 1.
You need to replace the prompt.
Oh, thank you. Oh, God. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, man, I know. Are you all wishing for a 6 or a 1?
Kind of.
Okay, does that count? Because it ran into the thing. Does that count? I'll roll it again. A 5. Sorry, everyone. It's a 5. I mean, I can. There's like literally no reason why I can't.
Yeah.
All right. So we got 5, which is up here. A black author. Okay. Okay. I have got a couple of choices for that as well.
It's like half my TBR for October because I'm doing Black Queen-a-thon.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Okay. I have 3 choices for that as well. So I have On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, or The Disappearance of Ember Crow by Amberlynn Quamelina, or Enclave by Claire G. Coleman. These 2 are Australian Aboriginal authors, and this person is a Black American author. So Paige has suggested Amari, but Amari number 2. I actually finished that just the other day, so I would have put that on as one of my options, but I have already read it. I jumped the gun. What Sweet Pea you mentioned? Yeah, that is a book by C.J. Scoos, who I think is an English author.
Yeah.
So I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think she's a. Or they are a Black English author. I think they're a Caucasian English author. And yeah, it's about a serial killer. And Chloe is reading it this month. So I was kind of keen to potentially join in because I was keen to see what all the fuss is about because Leanne and Victoria won't stop talking about them. But okay. What have we got suggested here? Ember Crow says Tracy. Crow says Lola. Oh, Amy says Enclave. Really keen to hear your thoughts. Paige says I, which I don't know. Ember Crow. Paige wants to say Crow to continue a series. Yeah, and I've put this on so many TBRs. Honestly, it's ridiculous at this point. It's gonna have to be first read because yeah. Gonna be really reading a Charlotte Wolf finally. Yay! But I want to hear your thoughts on Enclave. Okay, so Paige, are you changing your vote? Because we have 1 vote for 3, 4 votes for Ember Crow. 1, 2 votes for well, you'd still probably lose if you change your vote.
I'm voting for Enclave.
You're voting for Enclave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Erin, you pick my vote. Well, Erin just voted for Enclave, so I'm assuming Erin is then going to pick Enclave from the page as well. So the Enclave has it, which I don't know if you guys were being kind to me because it's 310 pages long as opposed to 442. So I don't know if that was factoring into it, but
I'm not gonna lie, that was in my mind as well, just because like you have quite a few chunkers, but also like if I was picking one for myself to read, I would pick Enclave. So
this is a very recent purchase, and I bought it off the back of having read Terra Nullius, so I'm super keen to read it because I'm like, oh my god, I was so excited. Yay, says Amy. Okay.
We've got a Claire G. Coleman fan club going. So
she's amazing. She's so amazing. Okay, so Ellie suggested that I could do roles for you guys, which I absolutely could do. And then Paige and Lola also suggested that I could do bonus rolls, which again I could totally do. So I could say that this plus Jonathan Strange is my like my must read TBR, and then I could do bonus rolls, which are if I get to them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to do punishments in my first round of my newest game anyway. So, but yeah, it is a good stack. I agree. Paige.
But if you read the bonuses, do you have rewards in the new game? Because you could always like
rewards in the new game, so I could take rewards in the new game, or I could give myself, because I keep saying that in my brain fry, in my stats game, I keep saying that if I finish the TBR, then that's an extra line, but I never finish it. So I could just give myself an extra line there, even if I don't finish the TBR, if I read any of the bonus.
Yeah. I reckon the bonuses, there's no consequences for not reading them, but there should be like a little reward if you get to any of them.
Thanks. Ooh, bonus rose book, new book. Well, one of the things that I potentially could get for my stats game at the end when I fill out the whole thing is like a crazy shopping spree. So, yeah. Lola asked what Enclave is about. So.
You're like, great question. It's by a great author, so who cares?
Yeah. I didn't need to know anything else. These are troubling times. The world is a dangerous place, the voice of the chairman said. I can continue to assure you of this. Within the wall, you are perfectly safe. Christine could not sleep. She could not wake. She could not think. She stared, half blind, at the cold screen of her smartphone. She was told the agency was keeping them safe from the dangers outside, an outside world she would never see. She never imagined questioning what she was told, what she was allowed to know, what she was permitted to think. She never even thought there were questions to ask. The Enclave was the only world she knew. The world outside was not safe. Staying or leaving was not a choice she had the power to make. But then Christine dared to start thinking, and from that moment, danger was everywhere. I think that sounds pretty amazing.
I may have just added it to my cart.
Nice. I'm also impressed I have 2 Australian authors so far.
Yes.
All right. And the bonus rolls are also viewer prompts that we can let you know if anything from our TBRs fit. Do you mean as in I have to read from your TBR, or do you mean that you will read from your TBRs? Gives me 1984 vibes. Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? Now that you know what it's about, you will vote for it as well. That's fair enough. And Claim sounds amazing. It does. It sounds absolutely amazing. All right, so we read from our TBRs. Cool. Well, I'm happy to do that. Do you guys want me to do... I mean, you can still, like, borrow my prompts for yourself anyway. But I could This is the next one.
I like that one.
All right. So should I roll my D8 again and see how many bonuses I'm going to get?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I'm going to do the same again. This time I got 7.
And then 6 and then 1.
Or 8. Yeah. Or 6. So what should I roll?
I vote
7.
6 because you have
6.
already done 6 rolls.
I have
so
already
it'll
done 6 rolls.
bring it up to 12.
There's absolutely no way.
No.
Lola says 8. Of course she does. 7 for Amy, 7 for Paige, 6 for Zoe. I mean, 6 for Kerry, 6 for Ellie. Yeah, okay. I'm voting 6 also. Let's go with 6. There's no way I'm going to read more than 12 books. So we have 6 books so far. Yeah. Keep the symmetry. 6. Yeah, exactly, Paige. So we have 6 books so far, and now we've got another 6. Are you guys playing this time? Because if you are, you have to tell me what you're going to read for each one. Play along with me. All right. Roll number 1 of 6 bonuses is a 3. And it is plus size rep. Do you have any manga or graphic novels you want to read? I don't own any, but I could potentially borrow some. And I potentially might want to read a couple. Ooh, says Paige about plus size rep. So plus size rep is the first bonus prompt and the first viewer prompt.
Got mine.
Ooh. I've heard good things about that one.
Yeah.
Cool. I've got mine because apparently Nina is plus size. So this is the beautiful special edition that someone sent me, even though I had never read any of them. And what if I didn't like them? But it was very, very kind.
It's very
Sure, why not? Why not? I need to find my Kindle, nothing on my shelves. Aww. Love Nimona. Yeah, I've heard really good things about that one.
Yeah, my friend lent me 2 Noel Stevenson books, and like I need to get to them, so I'm just like, I've got it right here.
This is the one I'm going to do. Hi, Steph. We have just done the official round. I did all my rolls, and I do have my TBR, which is this here plus Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. So we have Dragonhaven by Robin Hub, Bitter Blue by Kristen Kershaw, Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lin Tan. Is that correct? Yes. The Killing Code by Illimani and Enclave by Claire Coleman. So that's the like official TBR. But we're now doing bonus rolls because everyone didn't want me to go away yet. So for
having
the
too much fun.
It's too much fun. And people are joining in, so feel free to add some. So for the first bonus round, we got, where did I put it? I don't know where I put it, but we got plus size rep, and I've chosen Crooked Kingdom, and Erin chose Nimona, and Paige chose Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell because the book itself is plus size. Deceived by the Gargoyle for Tracy, A Merry Meet Cute for Jane. Hi, Jane. Lots of people saying hi to Steph. Yes, I haven't watched your review of it yet because I want to read it first. Something by Megan Wade, but can't remember the title. Starfish is plus size. Hello, Shari. Thank you for joining. And Paige can do Wicked Beauty.
Wicked
sure
Booty.
Oh, no, I've read Six of Crows.
Mhm.
I just meant at the time that the person sent it to me, they very kindly sent me this beautiful special edition. And I was very surprised because I was like, that's going to be a lot of money. But also, I don't even know if I like Six of Crows yet. But I very much appreciate it. But yes, I've read Six of Crows. And I did really enjoy it. So
Good.
All right. That one. Oh, color wheel pick.
Mm-hmm.
What's going up for the next roll? All right, so that was roll number 1 of the bonus rolls. Roll number 2 is 11, which is over here. It's one of the prompts from Mel. From the roll of reads takes place on an island. Ooh. Takes place on an island. All right. I'm going to go with this one. The Island of the Mad, because I sort of assumed that, given that it's the Island of the Mad, it's an island. I think it's takes place in a sanatorium asylum on one of the islands of Venice. So that is where are we up to?
That
bonus
was
round number 2.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Japan's an island.
Japan totally is an island. That works. Amy's got one night in. I cannot say that. Guraviv, but M. Drew for plus size rep. The Castaways is on the October TBR. Ooh, exciting. For the Island of Hugo, the ones we're meant to find by Joan. Awesome. I'll check my books for that one. I couldn't think of any, but I'm just going to steal yours, Amy. That's fair enough. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us. Daughter of Dr. Moreau. Oh, yes. I really want to read that at some point. Wow, that is a hard choice. The word is on the book. Done. Yes, that was pretty much what I went with. The word is on the book. It's got to be an island. Done. And I really want to read this.
I just realized I already have The Lesson by Cadwell Turnbull on my TBR for this month, so I'm going to do that for the island one because it's set in the Virgin Islands.
Ah, nice. Given the daughter of Dr. Moreau for my birthday, but I need to read The Island of Dr. Moreau first, so that works. Either way, totally works, yes. The Goddess and the Woodsman. Ooh, that sounds interesting. All right. I have got a manga I could read. Nice. Is everyone... It's by Greek myth, so I'm going to think that's going to be an island at some point. Yeah, totally. Is everyone ready to go on with the next one? I just put takes place on an island back. Asian inspired. I just read Circe this month, otherwise I would have gone with that for Island. Yeah, that would have worked. I mean, I know the general story of Dr. Moreau, and I never read it, but it was able to follow the story fairly easily. Cool. Yeah, it looks really good. It is on my one day I will read this TBR. along with most books. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll number 3 is a 4, which is here. And it is another BookTubers TBR game. Okay. Okay. I, for some reason, did not think about this happening.
Mm.
I feel like the easiest one to do would be to play Gavin's play your TBR cards right. But
Yeah.
that would mean I have to go and find a deck of cards.
Mm.
Which I should have done because I did think about this earlier and I was like, oh, I'll just grab a deck of cards, and then I totally forgot to do that. So so I have 6 prompts for that. Okay. Nice. I mean, I could just go and find somebody's TBR game and steal from somebody's TBR game. Paige, you recently did your TBR game. Let me go find Paige and Pages with Paige. Okay. You can't see
What's
this,
up, my
but
loves? My name is
I'm assuming
Paige.
you can see it. Okay. Let's go to the first. I'm missing something.
The prompts, but the prompts can apply to like things that aren't arcs, though.
That's true.
I was just laughing because the noise of Paige's sudden voice startled me.
Yeah, Paige was finding it very unnerving, which is understandable. Okay, so let's see what Paige got for her first prompt.
If that doesn't happen, that's A-okay. It will just continue on and sit behind us on it. One of his favorite movies of all time is that.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
This
4,
is Ash's
5,
first one.
6.
So we've got a little tray of prompts, and these are all Arctober or Camp Crystal Lake prompts.
Are you freaking
Sorry,
out?
if it mentions an arc, just
Paige?
whatever.
Oldest arc.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay, yes. A lot of them are arcs. So let's go
well,
see if we
enjoyable.
can find a
Indie published. For this, I went through my. So for roll number 2, I ended up in the tree house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Because I don't do arcs, if anyone's wondering.
It is going to be
Paige just shared some prompts in the chat.
is
Indie published, nostalgic.
So for roll.
Yes. Just got indie
LGBTQIA+.
published. I talked a lot of the intro. Thank you, Paige. So indie published, I can do. And it is a shame that Lana is not here because I'm about to add. Bear with. Fantasy of Frost, which I have put on many the last like 2 TBRs and have not read yet. So it's going back on another TBR. So this is I think this is self-pub. Yes, it's a self-pub and it was sent to me by Lana. So we're going with Indie Pub, everybody.
And this is going to be mine because it's already on my TBR. It's a short story collection by Michael Lee Hunt, Greener Pastures. They're horror short stories, in case you couldn't tell from the cover.
Yeah, that's fairly horrifying. Ellie's going to be excited on Lana's behalf. Yes, I think so too. right, guys, we've chosen a prompt. Thank you all for your suggestions, but we have chosen a prompt, and it is indie published. And I'm assuming that Paige is just going to read the book that she already had picked for her own TBR game. Oh, cool. Ellie has one of the book number 4 on her TBR. But anyone can use those other prompts if they'd rather that Paige has put through. Because obviously, that was the TBR game we chose, so please feel free to use any of them. Enchanted Crown. Yes, you can. Woo! All right. Better replace the prompt with LGBTQIA+ rep. Gonna steal my TBR and get Jonathan Strange. That's fair. Stole Paige's TBR. Daughter of the Swordmasters. Nice. All right, I might go on with the next roll. So roll number 4 of our bonus prompts is 16. And it is, took the blue tack with me, a pretty cover. Which, I mean, all of the books that are already on my TBR are quite pretty.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking. I think I've got 4 that I'm thinking for this one. So I'm thinking either A Splendid Ruin by Megan Chance,
It's really
or
pretty.
Opium and Absinthe by Lydia Kang,
Also very pretty.
or Homegoing by Ya Gyasi, or
Also extremely pretty.
Peach Blossom Spring by Melissa Fu, which is also very pretty.
Reminds me of Daughter of the Moon Goddess.
It does, yes. The shortest one, if anyone was wondering, is Homegoing. What do people think? Jane is going to read 7 Skins of Esther Wilding. Ooh, release date is today. Nice.
Ooh, I know what I need. Oh, I'm tangled.
She'll be back. Lola is voting for Opium and Absinthe. Heart of the Sun Warrior for Paige. Strange the Dreamer, is that the book you're going to read, Tracy? Pretty cover. Ooh, I could read Winter's Orbit by Everina Maxwell, or When Women Were Dragons. Ooh. Zoe's voting for Homegoing. So we have a vote for... Sorry?
That was obviously very urgent for me to read.
Obviously, it was very urgent. Very important. Oh, that's beautiful.
Just arrived today, so.
Oh, nice. Daughter of the Moon Goddess, a like cover. Homegoing is stunning. I think I'll read We Free the Stars for pretty cover. Nice. I'll have to read 7 Skins of Esther Wilding too. Ooh.
I vote for Homegoing by Jessie.
Okay. Homegoing from Erin, Homegoing from Zoe, Homegoing from Amy. I think Homegoing has it. I can't see the title. Is that Jen Campbell's book?
Yes, it is.
Oh, cool.
The Sister Who Ate Her Brothers and Other Gruesome Tales by Jen Campbell.
Oh, cool.
And it's also pretty inside because it's all illustrated.
Oh, nice.
And I am actually reading this for Camp Crystal Lake for the disability rep prompt.
Nice. Awesome. Ellie's going Little Thieves. Amy's going to actually read A Crown for the Prayer Shy by Becky Chambers. Ooh. I love everyone's books they're going to read. Woohoo! Thanks, Erin. I think I am going to go with Homegoing.
It's so
Mostly
pretty.
because it's short. It is very pretty. There's a possibility that I just accidentally texted my brother-in-law a very random text message. No, it didn't. That's good.
Okay.
Because it came up with what it said just then was, thanks, Aaron, I'm going to go with, and my brother-in-law's name is Aaron. So I just thought maybe it was like, it's like 9:15. He's going to be like, what in the hell is going on? But yes, this is book number 4 of the bonus round. I'm going to put these back over here. This is a ridiculous situation that's going on here. All right, roll number 5 for bonus round. No, I need to add a prompt. Sorry, everyone. A memoir. All right, roll number 5.
Yep.
Is 14. Set in Australia.
Already have a few.
Australia. I already do have a couple. All right, well, I'm just going to go for The Disappearance of Ember Crow. It's set in Australia. It would be funny if my brother-in-law replied with a book suggestion. If that comes up, you all need to pick I'm Glad My Mum Died. Okay. If it comes up, I will pick that for you. But I don't think it's set in Australia, so it won't be for this round. This one. So set in Australia. What are you guys going to go with? There is just, I'm surrounded by books, which, you know, on most levels is a good thing, but I'm also feeling a bit like, oh God, there's stuff everywhere. Ah, what have I done? I can read The Boy Who Steals Houses for set in Australia, I think. Nice. Tracy will have to think about that one. 4 million Australian books on my to be read list, but I have not one on my October TBR.
Yeah, same, I'm realizing.
Isn't that always the way? Paige is going for Son of Sin. Ooh, I don't think I've heard of that one.
A diverse range of countries on my October TBR, and none of them are Australia.
Amy's also stuck on Aussie setting. But Omar Sakra. Another Day in the Colony, which is non-fiction. Ooh.
I just ordered some books by an Australian author whose name I now can't remember. So I should read one of those when they arrive.
Yes. There you go. Jane is going to go with What the Boy Hears and the Girl Dreams. She just bought that one.
Ellen van Neerven. Because
That's
I
true.
liked...
Sorry.
That's true. Jane Harper is...
In doubt, Jane Harper is great for Australian. That's very true.
Yeah. I liked Ellen van Neerven's story in This Will Come Back Now so much that I bought like 3 of her books.
Oh, cool. That's so cool. Ellie just, Claire G. Coleman. Is anything but fine set in Australia? You don't know. Erin is very kindly looking it up for you.
Yes. If it's
There you
the
go.
one by Tobias Madden, it is set at the Australian Ballet School.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Jane
except
Austen.
but yeah, it's. I think he doesn't get it, but like, it's set in Australia.
There you go. Yes, you can read it. It's set in Australia. Jane wants to also read Lies, Damned Lies. That's a cool name.
Yes.
Yes, Jane, I think there were plans for a buddy read. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anything
Got that one in my
but
card.
fine? Okay. Lots of interesting suggestions. All right, guys, it is bonus roll number 6. So it's the last bonus roll. Just going to add book into film club. That will not be helpful for you guys. Any book. All right. All right. Final bonus roll is 15. Where did I? There we go.
Yeah.
You get the idea. 15, and it is Second Chance.
Hmm.
I don't think any of these that I've got here are going to work for Second Chance. You know what I'm going to do? Ellie's going to be like, yes, I'm going to read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Because I feel like I'm like the only person on the entire planet that didn't love Daisy Jones and the Six. I thought it was okay. Like I appreciated it, but I got a bit over it, to be honest. So I'm going to give Taylor Jenkins Reid a second chance, and I'm going to read Evelyn Hugo because that's the one that everyone seems to think I'll enjoy the most. So, yeah, that is what I'm going to go with. Apparently, you were joining the buddy read of
for the nonfiction by Claire Coleman, the Lies Down Lies.
Yeah, cool. Oh no, second chance. There you go. That's okay then. And you enjoyed Evelyn Hugo, didn't you? So hopefully, yeah, I agree. Oh, I'm glad I'm not alone. All these people that didn't like Daisy Jones.
I didn't like Evelyn Hugo that much. So.
Oh.
and I didn't read Daisy Jones, so. But I do actually already have a second chance author on my TBR, and I need Paige to cover her ears.
Paige?
Because I recently read Near the Bone by Christina Henry, and I didn't like it that much. So, but I am reading The Girl in Red this month. So
okay. Shush, Erin. Don't know what we'll do for that one. Wasn't fussed on Evelyn Hugo either, which is fair enough. Evelyn will be good. No, it means, I mean, you can do that but it's not your thing. But you could do that. You could also do that if you wanted to. But no, I meant it as giving a book or an author a second chance. Chance author, I'll read The White Princess by Philippa Gregory. I need to read it, but I didn't like the other Belinda. Fair enough. Have a great night having to work for the day. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. I can understand that totally. You're allowed to have your opinion,
Mhm.
apparently.
Good.
Okay, so I'm just going to have a look because I am taking part in Camp Crystal Lake and it's Team Sunnydale. I need a book that is set in a high school, and I don't think any of the books that I have chosen are set in a high school. So I'm going to need another book set in a high school. So this is getting ridiculous, but anyway, I'm either going to go with On the Come Up or Serious Moonlight.
I vote On the Come Up. I was actually going to mention that when you were like deciding on the Black Author one, but I'm like, no, don't complicate things too much.
Yes, that would have been, it would have been sensible if I thought to look, but that's okay. I think I'll go with On the Come Up. Oh, that's true. I could just go with Heartstopper, couldn't I? I could. Ellie loves Serious Moonlight. On the Come Up. Did I send that to you? You may have done. I think so. Hang on. Yes, you did. Thank you, Ellie. But I think I'm going to go with On the Come Up. Because I could be sneaky and swap it out for Enclave. Yeah. On the Come Up is a quick read. That's good to know. Angel Thomas is amazing. Got to vote for Serious Moonlight. But Heartstopper, though. Put On the Come Up on the list, and then if you read helps to replace that prompt. Yeah. Yeah. Heartstopper would be nice and easy because, like, I can just sit and read it in a day or half an hour. But yeah, I'll put On the Come Up on there, and then we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then I need to read a book at night, so I can read any of those books at night. Read a book about witches. A book about witches. I'm going to be a little bit sneaky, and I'm going to say that Nina is a Grisha, and Grisha are kind of like witches. So I'm going to say Crooked Kingdom counts for that one. Barb, I don't know if Barb would agree, but I'm going to anyway. Read a book with a weapon on the cover. She's holding a knife. Read a book with a strong parental character.
Sorry. I was just like, well, if someone is the daughter of the moon goddess, it sounds like the moon goddess is a strong parental character.
That's true. Jonathan's saying, do they have witches? There's magical element. Jonathan has wizards, I think. Okay, so that could count. I mean, these are ones I don't have to decide right now. I can just, I can sort of say as I go through. But that's good to know that could count. Okay, and then the strong parental character.
I just like, I don't actually know that much about Daughter of the Moon Goddess, but we've said the title so many times.
Yeah.
That it's like.
Yeah, I think On the Come Up would probably work for that, actually, the strong parental character. But can I double up is the thing. I don't think that I can.
I don't
know. I can figure that out throughout the month.
Yeah. You'll probably be reading and then come across like a character that you can go like,
yeah, I didn't think so. You can't double up. The Moon Goddess Lady is emotionally strong. They're a strong parental character. Okay, so Daughter of the Moon Goddess could work. Well, that's good. So that's that, and then I was also hoping on going in the mixtape. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I believe Homegoing is a multi-generational saga, so that would also likely have a strong parental character.
Cool. I did wonder about that. Awesome. All right, so I've got a few choices for that one, so that's good. So the first prompt for Mixtape-a-thon is nature on the cover. I mean, like half of these count for that.
Yeah. Daughter of the Moon Goddess has flowers on
Like,
it.
yeah, with flowers all over it. So we'll go with that. Then read us in a cozy spot. I'll just figure that out. Witchy book. So a woman in total control of herself or a witchy book. So we already established that Jonathan Strange has witches / wizards, but
Wizardry,
also
magicians.
yeah, magicians. But this has a woman in total control of herself. So we
Nice.
can go with that one as well. Self-care time, free choice, or a book based on favorite autumnal song. I'm just going to go with free choice and pick whatever I read at the time. Unseasonal read. I mean, I could probably go with Daughter of the Moon Goddess again, since it's all very springy looking.
But it is technically spring for us.
Yes. But again, I'm kind of I'll just go with. I'll just figure it out as I go through.
Yeah.
And then a translated book. I don't have a translated book, but that's okay. I'm not too concerned about that one. Homegoing has got flowers. That is very true. I'm probably not going to add one for translated. I will probably end up skipping that one. But we'll see.
Or if you find you have access to The Way of the House Husband, it's an incredibly short, feel-good manga.
Is Homegoing translated? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think Jesse writes in English.
Okay.
No, I think she was born in Ghana, but I think. Yeah, no, it's written in English.
Okay. Because I was wondering the same thing about Daughter of the Moon Goddess, but I think that's written in English as well. I could go with a manga. I could indeed. I may end up doing that. We'll see. That's another one. I'll see how I go in the month. So I have the original 6 rolls TBR plus Jonathan Strange, and then I have the bonus rolls TBR plus this one for Camp Sunnydale in a high school. Okay. My brother's husband, very cute manga that's been suggested for manga.
Yeah, I love My Brother's Husband as well, but it's poignant. So if you need only light stuff, go with Way of the House Husband.
Okay, all right. Well, I was also considering at some point potentially reading. What is it called? I keep thinking My Hero Academia, but it's not My Hero Academia. Full Metal Alchemist. Because I did love the anime. So yeah, that was something I could potentially do as well. They are lovely stacks, aren't they? It's going to be a fun month. It's going to be a ridiculous month, but that's okay. Well, you guys are amazing, because I honestly thought that was going to take like half an hour, and we've been doing it for an hour and a half. And I feel like if I said I'm just gonna keep rolling till I die, you would all be like, yeah, totally, we're down with that.
We love to enable everyone's chaotic ideas.
I'm excited for October, excited for the new game. I don't think it's 100% the end of Roller Breeds. Can you tell I'm getting tired? But but it is the final round for it being my main TBR game.
Yeah. And anytime you bring it back, you can always be like, this month I'm doing a Roll of Raids one-shot.
That's true.
To like keep with the D&D theming.
Yeah, that's true. And I could do another live round.
Mm-hmm.
You're very welcome. Oh no. Oh, I'm so glad it cheered you up. That's good. Poor thing. Yes. And I still have to finish Fire and Radio Silence, which I have not finished from this month.
I still also have things to finish.
I mean, I did go off TBR and read 2 books that were not on my TBR, and Radio Silence technically isn't either. Although it kind of is because it's on the Make Me Read. It was fun and looks a great selection of books. Yay! 2.5 hours to go. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you so much, Erin. That was so helpful. I really appreciate that.
No worries.
And yeah, thank you everyone for coming. Oh no. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening and for saying hello. Yes, so I think most people here know both Erin and I, but if you are not subscribed to either myself or Erin, please go ahead and subscribe to both of us. I don't think I added Erin's channel in the description. Let's see if I can add it into...
They don't need to find me.
See if I can add it into the chat. Bear with. Here we go. So please go and subscribe to Erin. And if you haven't subscribed to me at all, please subscribe to me. And yeah, stay tuned to find out how this ridiculous TBR is going to end up going in October. We can keep going for sprint. No, sorry. Sorry, Lola. I am not going to read anymore. I actually did read a lot today, which was awesome. But I think it's time to lie on the couch and watch Miss Fisher, because I've been watching the Miss Fisher mysteries.
Nice.
So
that is a good before bed watch.
Yeah, they're pretty easy to watch. And anyway, thank you everybody, and thank you so much, Erin, and I will see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.